I'll start it off by saying I may have done something, gosh, for the first time in 40 years. If we'd have lost yesterday, I'd have stayed home and y'all wouldn't have gotten to talk to me. Just joking. You know, it's funny, the game around the country didn't mean much to a lot of people, but it meant a whole lot to this Seminole. It's a great rivalry. We needed to do something to stop the bleeding. Our guys did a great job of handling what we call fun situations. We did a great job moving runners. It was a very good win for us. We know it's only the beginning. Tomorrow night we play a very good Florida team, a team that will come in here with a log on their shoulder because this is the first time that, gosh, in a long time, that I can remember them dropping out of the top 25 in one publication. So we were anxious to play in a situation like this because this is the way it will be for the rest of the year for us as we go through this gauntlet.
I think it was about 2 weeks ago you said that the freshmen have about 2 or 3 more weeks left for you in your mind to be freshmen, and they have to start growing up and finding their sort of spots. I mean, do you feel good about, I guess, their ability to finally settle in and perform the way they need to get this team back on track?
There was a couple of things yesterday that were very encouraging to me, and there were some things that were not. But overall, I like what I'm seeing at short and second. We started another freshman yesterday in Sanchez and right. Robbie has struggled a little bit. Of course, Cabell has been struggling recently. We're continuing to work hard with him to try to get him to, number one, just stop trying to get 2 hits every time he goes to the plate. And we've just got to continue to encourage him and work with him, and hopefully he'll get that confidence and turn it around.
Is the hope a road win against a rival is kind of like a shot in the arm that this team can use to propel forward?
Laney, it's a big time shot in the arm. And this is the one time I really enjoy a shot in the arm, because this one was important. To lose the first 2 games, I laughed at myself because I guess it was about the 3rd inning yesterday and things were going along, and I could just sense how badly we needed to win the game. And then I thought a second, I said, golly, but why would I feel like this other than the fact that I'm a Seminole? Why would I feel like I do when I've competed against this team over 200 times? And then I said, well, a lot of people always said I was a dummy, but I ain't changing. That's just the way I am. I wanted to win that ball game as much as I did the very first one that we played in 1980. It meant a lot. It may have been over 200 times that we've competed. Why would I be anxious, for lack of a better word? I wanted that ball game badly for our Seminoles. We got it done. Let's hope it can carry over. We're playing a team that's pretty much owned us the last 2 years, like 2 or 3 years. It's just baseball. We've just got to keep battling, get better. I don't know of any team in the country that will play tougher teams than we're playing right now. When you go from Miami to Florida to Clemson to Virginia So you're looking at 3 of those teams have won national championships. Virginia, Miami. No, Clemson hasn't won one. But anyway, you're talking about some outstanding teams left on our schedule. We go to Louisville the last 3 games of the year.
You mentioned Florida, I mean, the recent history there. When you're talking to the team, do you avoid kind of talking about that? Do you steer into the skid and try and use it as motivation? Like, how do you approach?
I don't ever say anything to the team about it, because if you've got JC or Mendo or Haney or trying to think of another junior that's competed against them for 3 years. So they know they know what the disappointment feels like. They don't want to be disappointed again. We know that we've got to get out there and compete. And they're going to come after us like they haven't all year long because of what they went through this past weekend.
In several of the games against Florida, you guys have had the lead or seem to be in control, and then something goes wrong and it kind of spirals. What's the key to handling that adversity better, do you think?
No, that's something that we have tried to get across to our guys, is just don't try to do too much. Don't add anything to it. Understand that this is your responsibility. And to have that, was it a 6-run lead we had down there? That's inexcusable. Let's face it, that's inexcusable. Of course, that's only one game, but that's a game that we did have control of, and they took it slap away from us, and we added to it by making some mistakes. I mean, you certainly can't say anything other than they whipped our butt, because that's what they did. They took advantage of those mistakes.
And then the win in Coral Gables, for you personally, I mean, to know, I mean, I guess you could see them again down the road, but it could be the last time you play them and you walk away with a win. Was that significant to you, or were you just more focused on the team and getting the team right?
Definitely more focused on the team. I was telling somebody earlier today, I could be just sitting back saying, oh, heck, I'm not going to get all uptight about anything. I'm just going to glide on through, see what happens. And then I tongue lash myself like you can't believe, because I would never, ever change the way that I've tried to do things for 40 years. And just because there's only a few months left for me to just say, well, let's just see what happens. I would feel as bad as I've ever felt in my life. I will fight until the last ounce of breath I have for this program. And we will battle. We may not get to where we want to get to, but it's certainly still at the front of our minds, because we're going to get after it. We're going to get better.
Anything else for Coach? Reese Albert,
Gosh, see, I need to pray harder. Not tomorrow night. We'll just have to see what Friday looks like. Ahern is out. He pitched well against Florida. We just have to find out what the next guy can do. Gave a guy a chance to play yesterday. He did a very good job. Of course, y'all knew that, but Alex Sanchez was pretty doggone good yesterday. I love these guys, and if that sounds corny, that's okay too. They work hard. They support each other. We just need to get a couple of breaks like we got yesterday. We took advantage of those breaks. Well, like Florida took advantage of us back when we had that game well in hand. And you just have to battle, and that's what we will do.
Connor, I know you said getting the start, he found success down there last time. Is he on a certain pitch limit, or is it the kind of thing where if he gets hot again, you might ride in and see how long he can last?
If he's cooking, I assure you, I'll be right there with the spatula in my hand and just turn him over. Because we're not going to go get him after 45 pitches if he's effective.
Real quick, you mentioned the stretch coming up. Can you look at this and you tell the guys to look at it as an opportunity? I mean, between Florida, Clemson, Virginia, it really is kind of a chance to sort of change the tone of everything.
No doubt we have mentioned it, and no doubt I'm sure that our guys understand that we must take it one at a time. We can't look past tomorrow night, obviously. In fact, that would be kind of a joke if I said, well, I'll be sure and tell them don't look past Florida. We have to definitely take this one game at a time for the rest of the season.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Got it.